Okay, here we go. We're going to take on this quest here. Now, it's been 11 days for old Fishface here. He's been active in Morrowind for 11 days. But yes, Captain Darius suspects some of his troops who are involved with the Talos cult. He suspects they're involved in some kind of conspiracy, and he wants me to investigate. Now, if you've played Skyrim, then you know that Tiber Septim, the guy who made this whole empire, is pretty much revered as a god. Well, back in these days, back in the time that Morrowind takes place, it was just a simple cult. And its followers were kind of fanatical. Left my junk laying there for the time being. Let's take off this poor man's robe. That does not look half bad. I look like a Legionnaire lizard dude. I like how he sheaths and unsheaths his great sword as if it was a simple long sword. Anyways. Doop-de-doo, there it is. Got to go to the barracks, and I still have some fortified personality. Yes, because I will need it. And here's Othello Marrow, Bone Marrow or something, and he, for some reason, really wants to run at that door. Let's see, yes, even though he's a Legionnaire, his disposition isn't very high, because he's part of the quest, and they want to give you a challenge. We'll get out our good breath potions. We'll breathe on him and give him happy thoughts. Let's see, and we'll talk to him about the Talos cult if I can find it. It's way down. Look at all these topics. I like you, Fishface, because you have nice smelling breath. Perhaps you could be of use to us. Yes, tell me more about the Talos cult. He gives me a key, tells me to go down here in this closet. Tells me to loot all the crates. Well, he doesn't tell me that, but... Dang. Just a short sword. Daikatana would be real nice, but it's going to be all this Imperial stuff. Now, I might try one of these scrolls on it. That's right in the mid-range. It's a 50% chance. Well, it's actually... it's less than a 50%. It is a 50% chance. But I only have 2 of them left, so we're going to forget about it for now. And, yeah. You've talked to Othello Bone Marrow, then. Yes, yes, blah, blah, blah. So... what you got in this... Last usage. Note from Othello Marrow. There are rumors that Uriel, that's the current emperor of the empire, will be visiting Vardenfell, that's the island, in person. If so, we must act sooner than anticipated. What this basically comes down to is that they want to assassinate the emperor because they want a conquering type emperor, like Tiber Septim was. And he's not going to like the fact that I read that note.
I've trifled with you long enough. Surrender now, and I might let you live.
And he doesn't have anything interesting on him. Don't need those. And there's a reason why well, did I close that door? If I did, I closed it for a reason, because now this guy's going to be upset. Wait for it to actually register in his brain. Hi there.
Oh. Give in! Scoundrel! hardly a match for me.
Then why are you the one that's bleeding all over the place? He doesn't have anything interesting either. I'm just looking, I'm going on. Yeah. But, yes, make sure you have the note when you report this in. This is weird. How can they fit an inn, a tavern, in a construction like that? That is weird. Funky, weird. Like. Yeah. Getting where this shield is not quite cutting it. Yes, yes. Conspiracy against the Emperor. And I found it. Yes. Blah, blah, blah. And he likes it. And I get another advancement. Yes, indeed. I get boots, which I can't use because I have beast feet. But I get the pauldrons. Now, except for my light armor healing shield, I have a full set of heavy armor. And there's an orc who must be doing Let's Plays because he has those froggy throat things like I do. Every time I start talking here,
You're not what I expected.
it's like suddenly I have to clear my throat. But we're done here in Nessus. Take all my junk. I'm not loaded down too much. And, well, let's go ahead and actually talk to him. Any more orders? He doesn't have any more jobs. He wants me to check with the commanders or knight protectors, that's their official rank, in the other forts. And he'll tell you where the forts are. Fort Pelagiad, there's no jobs there. There's a commander there, but he doesn't have any jobs for you. There's Fort Hawksmoth. Forget where that is. Well, that's in Ebonheart. I think of Ebonheart as one whole thing, but yeah. Fort Moonmoth outside Balmora, and Fort Bucksmoth outside Aldron. So there's 3 other locations.
Greetings, friend to friend. May fortune be with you.
And now what do you say?
What say you?
Nothing about being away from my post, huh? What is my official rank? I am a champion! Dun-dun-dun. Let's see. Longblade is probably my primary skill. And then block, I need to put more work into that. And heavy armor, yeah. But my longblade skill is getting up there. It's looking really nice. Let's go ahead and teleport back to the Fighters Guild in Balmora. This place is filling up with junk. Lots of junk. Is any of that stuff damaged? Yep. I'll fix it later. For some reason I don't like my trophies being in a damaged state. I like to have them repaired. I'm going to save that amulet. Because that amulet would be very nice. And I can't use these boots because beast races cannot wear boots. So, let's see here. Let's put it up on the top bunk bed. And what else? I've got shields. I really want to use these Imperial shields. I really do, because that just fits the image. And I've got 2 of them, because I found an extra one. But, how much money do I have? I've got a fair amount of money. Let's stack up some more books. Let's put up as much as we can. I think can hold a lot. Put our old poor man robes over here. Because we're no longer a poor old Argonian trying to make his way. I'm now an official champion in the Legion. Hi-ya and all that jazz. That up. More keys that I don't need. Yeah, I can just dump those. And what else? Put the helmet, the old helmet. Let's put that up there. It's just a trophy item. And I want to save these things. I save just about everything. Good old ring. There's that. Need that. What's this? This, and this. Yeah. Let's grab a couple of these. Okay. Let's see, I'm wanting to do something now.
Well met.
Let's dump some of these useless keys. I really want to take that soul gem. I don't think anybody will get mad if I do, but I've saved it. Oh, they didn't get mad. You know, I almost never bother to even look in these crates here, but let's save it. Hey buddy, I want to take stuff from this crate. You mind? Wow. He doesn't mind. You know, and the whole time I played Morrowind, I've always thought that taking stuff from these crates was like stealing. It would get you a bounty or something, but apparently they don't care. Wow, when did that happen? I could have sworn there was a time I tried to take stuff from a crate and, well, a guard got ticked off. Well, since they don't mind, any soul gems in here? Nah, these crates have predetermined. This isn't random stuff. For the most part. It's predetermined stuff. Got a lot of soul gems. I'm going to go somewhere special. Get out the big chopper. I am going to want a bigger chopper than this eventually. But I know just where to get one. But I'm going to need to enchant it. You know, I'm going to make a little goal, or I don't know what to call it. Goal, a restriction, a handicap for myself. But I used that Mage Guild enchanter to make my ghetto trapper. But I haven't used her to enchant anything else. Everything else is something I've found. So, from now on, from this point on, the only time I will allow myself to make a new enchanted item of any type is if I do it myself. Which means I'm going to have to wait until I'm ready to build up my enchant skill. Which means this good old sword is going to get some use. But isn't that the point? I thought I've been in here before. Anyways, where are you, ghetto trapper? That's just a... Nice! Oh, quick save there, because I don't want a disease. Oh, did it take a whole thing to get him? Wow. That's a rip. I don't think he's that valuable. We'll have to wait and see. That looks like a greater bone walker. Let's forget him. And that's a skeleton. Skeleton champion, as a matter of fact. Damn it. Almost got that spine-severing special finisher. I haven't even been in here yet. I thought I could have sworn I had been. Maybe that was... well, that's cool. Maybe that was with... Oh, that's the probe. Maybe I did all that with... and that's crap. Cranberry? Yum. But maybe I did that with that previous Argonian that I had made. That is a greater bone walker. I don't want to mess with that. And I want to close this door. Because if I come back in here to soul trap something, I don't want stuff coming out of that room. I'll leave that door open though. I'm anxious to see how much this is worth. Make. Oh, it's got 75. A regular old bone walker has 70. Is worth 75. What do you know? That is actually pretty good. Alrighty. Well, you know what I'm going to do? This could get kind of boring, but you've just seen me soul trap something. I've got a lot of soul gems I'm going to fill. Little ones. I can trap netches in with this. Other enemies like cliff racers with that. But yeah, I want to run around working on weapon skill and soul trapping, and I think I'll let some enemies beat me up and all that, because I need to work on my heavy armor skill. Because, yeah. So I'll do all that off camera, and I'll come back when I've got something to do, and think I know what I'm going to do, too. Should be very interesting.